Hey, welcome everybody to Battle Pirates Crib. We're going to talk about Pillage. We're going to talk about the upcoming raid and anything else you want to talk about. The link is in the right-hand side in case anybody else would like to join the show. Let's go ahead and say hello to everybody. Magic Mike,
Hello, everybody.
the Saint,
Good day, everyone.
KB,
Hello.
long time no see, and Derpy.
Good morning, my sweet angels.
I think it was Sweet Pirates. Yes, I know, but all right. I thought we were going to end with that, not lead with that.
Oh, we'll end with something a bit better. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. It was a great sign off from our CM last night.
I had a direct quote. My introduction was a direct quote from March 3rd.
Was it? I thought it was.
Yep.
It was. I thought it was Sweet Pirates. It was Sweet Angels.
He changes it. He does a lot of things.
Okay. This was from. Okay.
I was going to say I missed something.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's see. Should we start with the slides?
Yeah. Let me get back.
So, as far as the bug fixes, the only thing of real interest there is anybody else hearing any sort of, is there still pushback on this? The fact that the campaigns are no longer preppable by an alliance mate or a friend or just somebody in your sector for people that might have more advanced ships or whatever reason that they would basically prep out a TLC for you and leave one thing left for you to kill.
At the risk of sounding stupid, does this apply to the things that you do in your tower?
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to tell you, I never knew that you could enter somebody else's tower and help them with their target.
Even after Wednesday's show.
No, Wednesday's show has got me thinking about,
Okay.
are they talking about that? That's what
Yeah,
I got to ask.
they never announced it, that it was possible, except for like 2 campaigns that it was supposed to be, and then all of them were co-op.
Oh
But
my God.
I was not nice enough, or I didn't have the time to play to do that for everyone else. So
Am I the only
if
one?
people want to borrow my fleet, you're more welcome to use it on your campaign towers. But I don't have the time to drive targets.
Well, I didn't know that because there's
Long
people
time.
I could have helped.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. Thank you.
Okay. Well, it almost seems like they knew this was coming with the whatever the name of the Siegebreaker, because Siegebreaker was not as harrowing as some of those limited time campaigns. Especially for the first run around, because a lot of those were killing everybody's, not everybody's, but a lot of people's were taking a huge amount of damage before, by the time you completed all 7. I was able to get through it basically with, I think the first 5 on the water repair, and then 6 and 7 was easily in dock. It was, so it was quite a bit easier than what I had seen historically from those type of campaigns with using the original ships, not the next generation ships.
Yep.
So
And so quick to do as well. You could do it in about 20, 25 minutes.
Again, at another risk. I've been playing this game since 2012. I didn't know that.
Well, this has only been in effect a year or so, maybe 2.
I never heard anybody talk about it. Okay.
yeah,
I'll stop.
it's a year or 2 this has been going on. But and it was I always considered it to be an exploit or whatever, a glitch. So
Well, common sense would tell you if you got your personal tower there, that's yours, and that's your job to do.
yeah, but they did have a couple that were intentionally made co-op.
Okay.
And Captain Lockheed is bringing up the other side where this is the reason they gave, even though I had not heard anybody complain about it in a long, it'd been a year since I heard, because the other thing you could do is you could jump in to somebody else's TLC and fuck them up.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, but why did they wait a year and a half, 2 years to fix it when after it became part of the game? I don't know, but
yeah,
maybe their coins started to drop.
Yeah, I don't know why, sort of like glitch repairing and other things, as far as like why they wait so long to fix things that they know are an issue. But oh well.
They're still busy doing the HTML5 transition. That's been the excuse for the past 2 years. Why would it be any different now?
But now they got this done. But yeah.
No, that's they're improving performance.
Now they got nothing to do.
Yeah.
They probably fired everyone and have one person doing all the engineering related stuff.
So they could fix some of the SOS stuff. I'm still getting SOSs.
Yeah, I mean,
but not for the same thing that they have fixed. Because I don't do that.
Okay. All right. If we're done with bug fixes, let's move on to some more with the calendar. Right now, we're in the Everest Photon Pillage, which will end on Sunday. And then we have Cyberstrike and Return to Honor, in case anybody has Ronin or Photon ships that they need to either further upgrade or further build. 5 days of upgrade tokens, 8 days of build tokens. And next week we got the raid. Hopefully everybody's ready. Despite the fact that we've lost the bonuses from our labs, and it wasn't a 5 week, a 4 FM month, and I think there's some other reasons. Are there any? Well, I know I have my own personal reason where when I was trying to save up my max tokens, I couldn't because randomly I got a 2 and 2 right before all this started. Right before the last raid, so I was down a day. But was there another reason why, besides the labs, you're losing the bonuses for upgrading and equipping? Or
no, it's just the labs.
Okay, just the labs. Okay, all right. And then we have VXP weekend, and then bounty, and then. I'm assuming that we're going to have a special event that's going to start on Thursday. That's why I didn't make the calendar. And again, the Siegebreaker campaign is not on here. I've been told it was in April, but last time I was also told that the last one started in March. So
25th of February is in March, isn't
I mean, what? I'm sorry. The last one started in February. I mean, it started in February, but they said it started in March, but it started in February.
Yeah.
And this one, they said it's going to start in April, which seems way too late. But so, only have the flag and 3 regulars, U1 fully built. Yeah, there was a sort of one guy, I heard from one of the GDs that they're only planning on 3 ships when they're designing the targets the first go round. But
I got that a little bit more directly, but like I said last show, I don't think our definition of Toon 2 and Kicksai's definition of Toon 2 is the same.
2 and 2.
Tuned 2.
Oh, Toon 2. I was thinking. What was the show? You would know it, Mike. We'll be back in 2 and 2. It was a game show.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You can come back with it later. I recognize the guy's face, but I don't remember what it was. But that's what it sounded like to me. So, but it seems like for everything to be reasonable, the flag and 3 regulars built at U1. I think you're probably in a decent enough spot. Oh yeah, it was okay. Lego BE2 is a dating game. Wait. Well, Frank's coming in with Love Connection. I don't.
It was
It was one of those shows. I wanted to say newlywed game, but it was one of those type of shows.
It was Chuck Woolery.
Okay. Which he was on the dating game, right? No, yeah, that was Love Connection. I don't know. We're going to have to suss that one out during the show, but
back to back commercials and stuff.
Yeah, but which show was it? Was it dating game or Love Connection?
Gotta figure that one out.
Okay. The debate rages. So, all right.
Topic here on Battle Pirates.
Yes. So, all right. Well, let's move on to the next step. Next slide.
Okay.
All right. I guess we only talked about I guess we should. I don't know. Get yourself ready, Mike. Mike has already got.
Love Connection. Okay.
Yeah, you got your Love Connection. He already has 2 fleets at this point because he went with the option to go all the way to X1, with the main bonus being that it is immune to the ice fields.
My wife bought me a birthday gift.
Okay, Chuck Woolery took over for the final 2 seasons of Dating Game. So is it on both shows? I don't know.
Mike, do you have all your ships at X1, or is one of those still hanging out, non-upgraded?
No, we were. That's
what I was asking.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking him before because
I heard from one semi-reputable player that they will be different speeds. If you have one ship at X1, the rest at U3, that one at X1 will speed out in front on an ice field, which I think is stupid. I did ask the community manager. He had no idea. I also do not currently know if the upgrade kits required to go to U3 are still at 80 or if it's been back to 60 where it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay. Whoops. Chuck Woolery did both shows, so they were both Frank and Lego were correct, it sounds like. I heard you only need flag at X1 to cut through the ice fields.
I heard something else. So if anyone has proof, if anyone out there in the game listening has one at X1 and one at U3 or U0, I'd love to see them in action and see some proof because Kickside doesn't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, because I really think it should be an aura on the flag, and Derpy is pushing for, or one of the other.
Or on the flag, or they all combine. They all give you 25% that adds together. I don't care which one.
Together,
Or 20%, one or the other.
Yeah.
So, okay, but Mike, do you want to hit the 138 with the X1 Everest, just so people can see what kind of difference it makes? Because it doesn't really seem like it makes that huge of a difference in damage. It's more about the speed to hit the target.
No, it makes very little difference to the damage. I reckon it's only a couple of minutes maximum.
Okay. Oh, you have them at X1 as well, KB?
Yeah.
Okay, but I assume you also don't have one that's not at X1.
No, the upgrade.
I have to start and reshare.
Okay.
So I've now got 2 fleets at X1.
Okay.
Everything.
What are your thoughts on 5 ships, each missing 2 armors, no heavy weapon, and 6 launchers per ship?
Is that to stay under 400,000 weight total? If you've already been going that route, it's going to be the one you're going to have to use. I would probably have gone for like 3 ships at U3 rather than 5 partially built ones at U0. But it's a bit late to make that decision.
Yeah, I mean, if it's, and I was surprised. I'd saved up a lot of tokens. I've already upgraded no coins and not. There's somebody out there that I did it with tokens, And it's obviously, somebody on Discord, like, oh, I did it with tokens. And it's obviously he did it with tokens that he bought, but just tokens that I've saved over time. I have the OP, the dock, the Intel lab, all not completely upgraded on the Intel lab. And then I started the tactical lab as far as one level. So I have the weight in my dock based on the tokens I saved and then the tokens I purchased through Pillage, the 2 days. And I still have one left. And I'll have the tactical lab done before the raid. I just sort of did that one for the I did the Intel lab for the upgrade bonus, and then I did the tactical lab. I was trying to decide between the two of them. I did the tactical lab for the evade if I got all the right labs lined up correct. So,
am I not sharing? I tried to share that screen.
Yeah, okay. I'm popping it back up.
Okay.
I disagree about the heavy launcher being unimportant. I think that it did a significant amount, and the math says it's roughly a 25% increase in damage per second than a full regular build. I think it's going to matter somewhat. Won't be the end all be all, but I would put that on over the armors if it were my fleet, my decisions. But I might be wrong. So
yeah, we'll see. All right, these are X1 Everests hitting the.
And this is just the way I drive it. So.
Okay. Yeah, the main thing that we're going to look at here is, how it doesn't slow down over the ice fields, I guess. But again, go ahead.
It's basically as if the ice fields aren't there.
Yeah, they're just.
Yeah, there's no noticeable change in the speed, so
yeah,
pretty much it disappears.
You don't even get the debuff error on your fleet. That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah,
it's made it to be.
I don't know why it's going back and forth like that.
I mean,
it's wiggling.
You still can't quite get out of that darn.
Yeah, you'll take a shot from there.
You're gonna take a shot from that.
And did you put the 5 new avalanche on this as well, Mike? From the
yes, I did.
From the Pillage.
Yep.
Wait, we have more avalanches in here?
Yep.
5 more in Pillage.
5 more, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I got more. Okay.
Just another 225,000 points you need.
I only need another 400,000 too because I need those limited weapons.
Yeah, and there's also, as far as stuff that's out there is the turret armors. There's the defender armors, and then there's the invader armors. So there is stuff out there besides what's been, talked about.
That fleet runs through that target like butter.
Isn't that nice? I mean, look. It's 2 minutes. I mean,
and you're going to be 20-something minute damage, and you could have driven it better if you wanted to.
I don't know.
I thought you drove it quite well.
I've been doing this for about 18 and a half.
Yeah.
19, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's about average for me. I think about the best I did was 12.
No.
That's Derby's dog.
20. So this one was not one of my better runs. 22, 21 minutes, 20 and a half.
It's still instant in dock, so
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, but it's. I'm in a combination of. I have 2 ships at U3, the rest are at U2, and that's about the same. That's about the same damage I'm getting on the target. I'm getting like the 18 to 20 something, low 20s, 20, 21. Yeah. So it's not really changing damage. It's just making it.
It's about a minute quicker by the looks of it.
Yeah.
It takes me about 2:45 to do it.
It might mean you get the kill the turret be a little bit quicker, but it doesn't really do a lot.
Yeah, TSM says he's getting in now 12 to 15 minutes. And the real change comes in as far as, because the damage across the ships is pretty evenly distributed, even if you run it as a tank.
It might be the armors I'm using. I don't know. I think
Yeah, well, I'm just running them all stacked, so I'm not even bothered to do it because, another couple of minutes off is not going to help much. It's still in-base instant repair, so it's not worth mucking around trying to have one out in front or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm running half and half armors, so that's why.
Mike, TSM's hitting the target that doesn't exist.
Special TSM target, that one.
Any reason to do the photon target while I'm out here?
Mike, have you hit the 163 on auto with that fleet yet?
No, but I will.
Do you mind if we do that just to see how it fares on that?
Don't mind at all.
Like,
see this operation failed?
You just,
yes,
I get that all the time. You gotta wait.
You're clicking too fast.
Yeah, that's right. I was just gonna say you can't click too fast.
The game server's slower than whatever you're doing.
So you gotta wait for that basically to. But I get
yeah. Otherwise, if you keep repairing stuff, it will not be synced between the client and the server, and you'll get an SOS screen.
Yes. Okay. I was gonna say. I still get SOS every now and then. You gotta wait for that move right there, and then you'll be clean. That right there, then you can do it. So you got a 163.
Yeah, I don't think it'll make much difference to the damage, but it'd just be interesting to see. Because I've got basically the same fleet as Hefe2 at U3 and the rest at U2. And mine on auto is doing this for about 13 minutes now.
Okay, and you want to auto it. So I'll auto it. I won't get 13 minutes, I guarantee you. I won't guarantee it, but. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's not too many ice fields it goes through on this one, but there's a couple.
So this, we assume that the Everests are going to live around until July.
I don't know. I would not be surprised if the tier 10 garrison hole was in the raid 2 months from this week. I've got zero information on that. I wouldn't be surprised by that, though.
Yeah, if they had more upfront with some of the information, you might see people say, okay, this is an investment for 4 months versus an investment for 2 months. Because...
And Kixeye won't tell you because they don't even know what's going on 2 weeks from now.
I don't know that they necessarily know what's going on right now, but...
Yeah.
Well, they didn't even tell us the X1 were coming out for the Everest, did they?
No.
Nope.
No.
What do you mean by it's no investment?
It's no investment. As to making the fleet better?
Well, I don't know.
I think it saves a little time.
Yeah, it saves time, and it may save damage on some of the targets.
We'll see what this thing does. It's looking not too bad right now.
Maybe it'll make some sort of difference with the new target. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, TSM. It's sort of most of the time, most of the return is in time to hit the target. It doesn't appear to be damage related, at least from what we see in Pillage. But there is the interesting, what I find interesting, and I'm not going to, I'm not overly tempted by it, but the thing I do find interesting is now that you have 2 fleets at X1 as opposed to just 1 fleet at, some combination of U3 and U2. So now you have 2 fleets available. So it depends on how you want to drive. You could, like for the FM, you could, maybe auto 135s with 1 target. And then with the higher level targets, you could either drive or auto those, but keep 1 ship at dock repair or instant repair on the water.
That's what I did for Pillage.
Okay.
Most of the Kixeye free fleet, I won't say every time, but a lot of times it was on the map repair.
All right. So you remember what you had before this?
No.
As far as damage on the autoing the 163?
I didn't hit 163s before, but this one is 1326.
Okay.
Click that button on the far right. Down a little bit.
No, get out of here. No. You mean this one?
Yeah, that one.
Thank you so much. I usually do the 182s before I go to bed, and they were quite nice to do. But I was doing Pillage and using my Kixeye fleet for the FM yesterday all night, and my FM is pretty well done. So, yeah. So, do anything else? You want to do a 182 or?
I don't know. Does anybody have any?
I don't care. I mean, it's base repair on this one.
Anybody have any requests as far as seeing what it does?
I doubt it really.
That answers my question on the 163. So.
And you were getting about the same amount of damage?
Pretty much the same amount of damage, yeah, because it follows the exact same route. So it's just a tiny saving on time for the going through the couple of ice fields.
Okay, so you weren't getting any bonus damage savings. You were just getting a time to do the target savings, basically.
Well, I think that's what you're getting over my fleet, yeah.
I think my fleet is. I think it's yours. I don't remember. Hold on.
Okay. Maybe you want to drop back off and then back on with the slides?
Yeah, I gotta see who's trying to get a hold of me. Okay. I may have to go mute for a second here, but I'll get the slides back up.
Are you the one doing the? It sounds like somebody is doing.
No, I'm not rubbing my hands together. I am getting some texts here that I have to.
Okay, because it sounds like 1980s scratching of like rap music. Anybody seen that? Hear that, or is it just me? We can whack.
I was hearing it as well.
Yeah,
okay, it reminded me of before your time, Derpy, but the band Nucleus and the band and the song Jam on It is what I was sort of hearing in my mind when I was
Does
listening.
Derpy know what vinyl is?
Of course I know what vinyl is.
Vinyl's coming back.
It's got better sound quality.
Yes. And then he's, he might be wearing vinyl at this moment. If not,
no.
Okay.
Vinyl's making a return,
Mm-hmm. So, okay.
I think it's back up there.
Yep, it's back up there.
I'm going to go mute for a minute because I'm getting some.
Okay. Well, let's go to the next slide unless we have anything else to talk about the Everest at X1. All right. We have the CM diary with the new Badger. Some people are going back and forth as far as I'm a big fan of defensive stuff being in PvE targets.
A lot of people on forums are not. Two distinct modes of play.
Yeah, but as long as they can knock out your dock and hit you during raids or other, and then get rid of the dock repair time. Then I think everybody would be happy. So, well, you unclick the angry badger because we were trying to figure out which badger it was. Was it going to be this badger or this badger, which is just.
Sorry, it was my.
You all notice that he just jumps off a cliff at the end of after running.
Wasn't a Minnesota badger, was it?
I don't know.
That's what I was trying to think of the other day. I said, "There's some football team that's named the Badgers."
Oh, yeah, I think that is the. Okay. Okay. I don't know. If we need to talk about the. Well, I mean, I guess it is a chance to talk about. Well, I think the next slide is going to be better at that. Oh, nope. Keep on going. Keep on going. This one, it is a good. Well, no. The prizes. It's does somebody want to?
Too many things that time.
Okay. There's a lot of stuff that's hidden in here because I started the show without realizing all the stuff that's in this store, especially for players that haven't completed bounty. Does anybody want to share that?
I might be able to do it now because I think I shared the whole thing, not just the slide. Are you seeing my game loading?
No, we're seeing this. Okay, because
I have to drop again if you want me to do it.
Yeah, take a look at the store because there is a lot of stuff in there. Because I was going to make fun of Mike, but sometimes he complains that the raid is a grind and and I was like, I look and he's got over 1 million points, and I'm like, well, what are you doing with this? I think. Well, let's see. I think Derpy's.
Yeah, somebody else is either. I'm going to have to drop.
No, I think Derpy
on or
Derpy. Okay.
I was actually having a good time, to be honest, because the proton ones were on the map repair, and the other one was in quick in the base, and I was getting all these things, and it's like, man, there's more here to get.
Yeah, so I've gotten 360,000 points. I picked up the industrial reclaimer. Two-day structure build tokens to get my saw factory going because my dock's done at this point.
You haven't done the limited weapon though.
I haven't done the limited weapon yet, so I need another 200,000 there if I want to put it on all my stuff. And maybe if I'm using 2 missile defense system 3s, I only need to get 8 of these or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need the nuclear power core because I got those 2 months ago in Pillage. I don't need critical compression system because I got them in the raid.
Right. Yep.
I should have enough reclaimer upgrade kits, but always worthwhile to check.
You do need the 3.
Tokens to 3 of these guys.
Yeah.
And I also did pick up 130 industrial reclaimer flagship kits, which will be enough to get it to X1 when that comes out. Is that correct? 10 plus 40. No, it won't be quite enough.
Yeah, that's enough to get it to U3.
Enough to U3, yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough to X1 though. So yeah. Assault tech, you shouldn't need anything out of at all. Siege tech, we went over some of that. Not a lot of great stuff. Skirmish tech, whatever.
Garrison tech is okay.
I need. Here we go. Five avalanche mortars. Other tech I already have in terms of armor in the engine, and then a lot of the space stuff is really old, but except for what I'm on right now, which is these armors. And these ones are the turret armors that you put on your buildings, which will give you some deflection. Useful for tier 9, not very useful for tier 10. By no means a must-have. If you want to pick one, I'd go with the concussive option.
I guess I should, if I'd known earlier. The nice thing about these is the power cost is lower than the other ones. So it's also an effective way to increase your increase your armor points and deflection at the same time lowering your power footprint from doing them. Because it's gone, I think, from like 1250 to 900, so it's lowered again.
Yeah, and then there's some useful invader armors if you're not at the max of those, which I think is 15, might be 10. It doesn't really tell us here, but useful to pick up if you do need stuff against damage type specific things. I would have loved to see Tactical Onslaught Engine here. It's only been out for a few months. It should definitely be in Pillage, but it's not.
And then we also have the Defender armors. There we go, the Protector plates.
Yeah. These ones are for your ships. Again, not super great. 20,000 versus today's weapons. I don't think I actually have any on, but I own all of them. When the next Defender comes out, I'll probably put some of that on. If it's not Evade armor instead, I'd have to decide what's going on then with things. Anyway, none of the new tech from Bounty a week ago. I wouldn't have expected that in there. But and then a bunch of tokens. The key ones are probably the Zealot, or excuse me, not the Zealot. Photon ECM upgrade tokens, if those are in here, which they're not. And a bunch of random kits. And don't ask for tokens for the current raid ships because they would just increase the build time by 5 days if they gave us 5 days of tokens.
Good point.
Yeah, so I need to get another 225,000, call it 200,000 for this weapon, and another wherever is the garrison stuff, another 200,000 here. I need to double my points. Jeez, I thought I was about done.
Again, I have Pillage is my favorite event, so I play the stupid thing, and even sometimes when I don't need the points, which is why Hefe was saying that earlier, but this time it's looking like there's plenty of stuff to get. So it's like, okay, I'm having fun and I'm getting stuff that I don't have, which is all good as far as I'm concerned.
I had fun autoing a few targets. My fleets are all dead, so.
Yeah, see, I watched you drive that 145, and now it's like, unless I screw up a little bit, it's always map repair.
Yeah, it's a really nice target, and even if you do mess up, it's probably base repair.
It's always base repair. It's always base repair.
Yeah, and
so far, unless you really
I just can't be bothered to drive that many of the damn thing.
I hear you.
Once you've done it a dozen times, it's not that exciting.
You got a life.
What sort of time do you get on auto, Derpy? I was getting about 50 minutes on auto with it.
Yeah, it was roughly that. A little bit higher for me because one of my ships is actually still U3, and you can tell it died first. So
yeah,
50-5-0 and a 145.
Roughly.
Really? Yeah, I guess
ghost crawlers.
The ghost crawlers and it shoots at the little drones rather than at the ghost crawler, and
I got it. Yep,
it's a bit of an annoying target on auto.
Yep, I got you.
And actually, you can't completely do it on auto until the 10-minute timer as well, because some of the turrets are still down and they don't pop up. So you can't auto it until everything pops up at 10 minutes.
Ah, okay.
TSM, I saw a factory's coming along.
I saw a factory once. I'm kidding.
And then there's Reclaimer builds. I'll say my flagship, I started earlier today, used my last 2-day token on there. It's looking like this. Three ballistic armors. It's going to be a backline hull, no evade, and 2 countermeasures because of this 10% anti-missile accuracy or whatever, plus this thing, so 20% whatnot. This last armor slot, if I have time, I'll stick radioactive armor on there just for balance, or a ballistic if I'm only taking ballistic damage in the back ones. But my ship I plan to tank with is this guy, It's got a D5 EV and 3 ballistic. Maybe one of these could have been a radioactive, but I don't care enough. And it's U3, and it's got evade on there instead of the reload special. And it's pretty much fully built. Yeah, this one actually is fully built. 72% evade, so there you go.
I missed the beginning of this. So you are going to tank with that one, or?
Yeah, I'm going to tank with the evade one. It's a little bit faster. It's got like 2 more combat speed. It's 118 instead of 115, so it's a bit faster.
Okay.
We'll pull out ahead. And then here's my other ship. It's just got 1 armor on. It's the reload build. Hefe doesn't like this special. That's fine. It's not his ship.
Well, because you can't. I don't like it because why?
And then this guy, I don't know.
Well, because you can't. Because you can't build it out.
Yeah, you can't build it out, but it will do better. It will work better, even though it's going to be missing an armor.
Yeah, and it's only 0.08 faster as far as the reload goes on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 20% or 12% faster. I'll take 12% reload over 3% damage.
Target, where you kill the target, and then I don't.
Yeah, I'll take all the numbers I can get.
Okay, I'm not loving that one, but yeah, okay.
And then this last guy is actually still blank. It will probably be like this. Maybe I'll put on I'll use the tokens in the raid because we're probably going to have 10 reclaimer ones on here to do that.
There'll be a TLC coming up too.
TSM saying to use the 9.5 heavy weapon. Do you want to do a compare and contrast?
Okay, here's the torch holder heavy thrower.
Okay, so we
7,000 building damage over a reload time of 8 seconds and projectile salvo of 10. Let's see, tier 9.5. That's one on the Gladius. That is a 3,500 building damage plus 10% evade.
It's the wrong one because that's.
No, it says 9.5.
Well, it's ballistic. No, he meant the 9 because
that one.
That's what he meant.
Okay, less damage, but same reload. How about the salvos?
Doesn't have a salvo. That's
oh,
because the other one's got a high salvo. It's going to take longer to cycle through.
It's going to take roughly.
It also doesn't have splash.
They both have splash.
Okay, well let me accuracy. Okay, you keep on going back and forth before I can read it.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it.
20 splash.
And the older one's got a much higher projectile speed as well.
I can't see it.
Okay. So 20 splash versus
20 splash.
Okay.
Projectile speed 450 versus 180. Yeah. Range of 95. That will be cut down to by whatever percent. Reload time of 8 seconds on the new one ends up being closer to 4 with the salvo and all the reload bonuses. The old one, tier 9 thrower, might actually be better.
Yeah.
It might be better.
Yeah. I have to work the math out on that one because the salvo.
Well, that shouldn't be that.
Well, the salvo of 8 is adding 1 point. It's adding over a second and a half of reload time, cycle time.
Yeah. I've got the numbers up for the old one on their screen here. Roughly have a ballistic reload of 1 point. We'll go the standard build. Why is it 1.5 seconds? Why did I do that? What's 8 divided by 4? That's definitely 2.
Definitely 2.
Why do I use 1?
Is it 2 in the new math too?
This math might have it different.
Aha! I've got it.
He's going to have tough questions.
I've got it. Okay. So The building damage per second on the current one is 7,000 divided by 2 times quantity 2.5. Let's see. Here we go. 2.61 plus 1.8. It comes out to be roughly 1,000 damage per second is the new one. The old one, and we're doing live numbers here, comes out to be roughly... Yeah, that's going to come out to be, delete the 1.8, 800 damage per second.
Okay, so 20% increase.
No. Well, yeah, the new one's 20% better than the old one. Yeah. If you want the exact percentage better, if you want the exact percentage better, it is 23.9% better.
Okay.
So I think the new one still might be there. Although the benefit is with the Drag 4 DR4G heavy thrower, you're getting the damage all at once, not spread out over a period of 1.8 seconds.
And
so maybe you one-shot more things.
Yeah, it could be another one that they screwed up.
Well, I don't want to refit everything, but it...
No, but they've been not paying attention to things like adding in, whatever. It could be one of those ones they screw up because didn't they screw up the?
They screwed up the tier 9.5 one, yeah.
And they screwed up the tier 10 one as well. Remember we got them to change it.
The damage type was weird, and the range was off. But
no, it was doing less damage. Not for the limited one, but for the basic weapon.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they had to increase it by a huge amount because we're like, no, this is not as good as the other one.
Yeah, because of the that's why you want your trophy named after you. Yeah, because this one doesn't have a salvo on there. So it doesn't benefit from a multi-shot increase or a salvo increase or what have you.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, this tier 9 heavy weapon's actually looking like it might be better.
So, we will see.
For sure.
Interesting.
So is everybody going with 2 MDS3 on the flagship?
I'm not. I'm building all 5 the same. That's probably a mistake, but I'm doing it.
Well, you're not going to be off by too much.
No.
I mean,
if you drive it as a tank, let's go. I'm going to go back to Mike. Go forward one. If you drive it as a tank, that's not really a problem. One slide forward.
Okay, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Even if you don't, it's not really a problem.
Well, I mean, the fact that the flag has an additional 20% anti-missile accuracy, so if you drive them stacked, you are...
Well, it also has plus 20% anti-missile range. It's going to fire first anyway.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Unfortunately, I don't do well tanking.
You build them all 5 the same. The thing I just had up on the other screen. It'll be fine. I mean, it'll do great. I'd probably go 3 ballistic armor, 1 radioactive, maybe even 4 ballistic.
I am doing that on all
3 ballistic.
Actually, 3 of one and 1 of the other. I have to look to see which. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, TSM's right with his comment there on how good driving will make more difference than the build.
And I admit I am not a good driver, and I don't know how to change that.
And Ligo brings up, he only has 1 MDS3 on his.
On the whole fleet? Or we ship.
Which sort of makes sense from what we saw in the BXP targets.
It
That
would make more sense. It would make more sense if the salvo on those UAVs was 5 instead of 6. But
well, except for the what's the salvo on the
10.
MDS3? 10. Yeah.
10 divided by 6 is
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Because
less than 2.
we were only seeing 1 at a time, and there's a possibility we'll see 2 at a time. So that I think that's on each ship. Okay, on each ship.
Well, but you're right that you might be able to get away with one total. Like it might work.
But he says doing 1 on each ship.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
It might be a little overkill, but I think I'd rather.
Or underkill, depending on how you look at it, because every time you put a MDS3 on, you're lowering your damage.
That's what I was just going to say. You're sacrificing damage.
Mm-hmm. So it's a matter of how you draw that line as far as how much damage I want to do versus how many, because the MDS3s are they tag, which means that they're only going to fire at an incoming projectile one time.
Yeah. Well, if the difference is map repair versus base repair, then I guess it's a difference. But if you have to go back to the map or back to the base anyway, and you can still do an instant.
We are talking about nickels and dimes here, and theoretical nickels and dimes at that.
Right. Yeah. Well, in theory, I mean, it's
I'd rather map repair if I can, of course.
I think you're being overly optimistic. Because
no, it's just the point. It's not that I expect that to happen.
Yeah, they're different. I have a feeling that when we see these targets, it's going to be in base repair for everybody. I don't think these targets are going to be.
Okay, so then maybe better said it's a matter of having to wait a minute or two for each one, or actually be an instant breakdown repair. Maybe that's better said. I don't know.
Yeah, I just have I don't know. I don't have a great feeling about this. I'm not sure that they're accounting for the labs being down, and
I don't trust their tuning, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I'm honest, I don't trust it.
Well, they've been fairly silent on the tuning in any case.
Like, well, they say
the last time that we had the same issue, they at least came out and said, "Well, we're only tuning for a partial fleet."
Yep, and they did
that was on the forums, but there's been nothing that I've seen yet that says that they're doing anything special for us for the raid. Full stop.
And they won't, I don't think.
I don't know. I mean, we're getting Geely back next week as far as our CM for.
Thank the Lord. Oh wait, I'm unmuted.
Yeah, you're not muted.
So I don't know. Maybe we can squeeze a strategy guide out of her beforehand, because
I think we can get her to check my strategy guide. That might be the best option. It would take her 5 minutes. Actually, it would take her telling the designer to do it. It would take 5 minutes.
Yeah, but as far as, because their strategy guides have been wanting, but it also, as far as something that they do, as far as like community managers and people involved with Kixeye, it allows us to talk about the targets with a common vocabulary. And right now we're like, okay, the one that does this and the one that does that is going to proliferate across, what everybody's doing. But if everybody's like, okay, this is the Yonky Donkey Donkey, UAV, we can all, talk about it in that way. But at this point, we don't, we don't have a common vocabulary. You know, maybe do you want to, make up some slides where we give them our own names?
Snap.
Yeah, you have the decimator turret. You have a radioactive launcher turret. You have the UAV turret.
But radioactive launcher turret is too long to say.
Launcher turret. You got the launcher turret. Here, where's my slides on these? I've got these somewhere.
Snafu.
I've got the slides somewhere. Let's see.
But yeah, if we have that, it's just a good thing. Even if the strategy guide was sort of BS, it provides something to the community where they can all talk about the same thing with the same vocabulary.
Gives you a baseline.
Yeah.
Decimator.
Okay.
UAV turret.
Yeah, but it's not snappy enough.
Launcher.
Mm-hmm.
Gatling gun. Track outpost.
Okay.
Fire support. Radio tower. Farsight. Farsight turret, maybe. Yeah. We can name them. Something like, I don't know.
But I'm not sure we have the reach that they do. But yeah.
How about let's name this one Edward. Oh, that's not a turret. This one can be Edward. What's
Yeah.
What's to stop us from calling Eddie?
well, nothing.
There you go.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
So, alrighty. Is there anything else we should be discussing at this point? We've gone through the builds, moving into the future. We've talked about the X1 upgrades and shown you what you can do with them. It basically seems like it saves you time, and maybe in future targets, it's going to save you damage. Is there anything else we're missing?
I don't feel bad about buying the stupid things at this point, to be honest.
Okay. No. Yeah.
I'm not feeling guilty or anything. I'm just making a statement. Because I was able to take my Kixeye Free Fleet and do my FM while I was doing on auto with the 135s while I was doing the Pillage and driving.
Well, that was the
everything's done.
The 2-for-1.
Yeah. And it'll last me for 3-4 months. So that's what, $10-12 a month? Okay. I guess.
How much was your upgrade, Mike?
$24.99, yeah.
Hey, you better not buy your Starbucks coffees every month so you can buy your Everest upgrades.
Well, actually, I told Epe before it was actually a birthday gift because I asked my wife before I do this kind of stuff. So it was happy birthday. So I bought it.
Yeah, Mike can't spend $20 on the game without his wife getting mad.
Mm-hmm. No, that's not true, but I always tell her.
No, it's going to be on the same page.
That's okay. I always tell her.
It's your addiction, and you got to work through it. That's what Battle Pirates is all of our addiction.
Mm-hmm. I just don't want to struggle with the game. I'd rather be able to play it, but I don't spend like I used. I added up 1 year of spending one time, and I said no, never again.
Because that's why you never added up.
Yep, because I didn't keep track. And then I said, we were having a conversation at one point, somebody, somewhere, somehow, some show, someday, I don't know when. And I looked it up and I couldn't believe my eyes. And I said, no, never again. And I've been very careful. And generally, the only thing I buy nowadays is the upgrades. Generally, that's all I buy.
Derpy, do you want to look up what a reclaimer is, just so everybody has an idea?
I had that Wednesday.
Because the idea of the industrial reclaimer is just
Yeah, hold on.
I was going to do that Wednesday. I had the pictures on the screen, and I was going to send them to you, but I said,
Declaimer images. Oh, interesting.
yeah.
I
I mean, the fact that there is not an industrial reclaimer is
probably isn't. They're all kind of industrial, aren't they?
yeah, they're pretty industrial. Yeah,
yeah. This guy. Let's go browse Wikipedia, shall we?
yeah.
There you go.
Twin boom portal reclaimer.
Yeah, they're
Cup
pretty
bridge
industrial.
There you go. That's the one I had on the screen. There you go.
Bulk material handling applications. There we go. You want to move things quite quickly and want to limit all extra waste.
Oh, one more.
Yeah, but basically it takes coal, rocks, whatnot, and it creates piles of them.
Yeah.
And so that's what it is. And I'm just curious.
And this is the industrial reclaimer.
yeah.
Actually, it's more like
because it's bigger.
More like this one right here. Yeah.
But
that's size doesn't matter. It's how you use it.
Yeah, because it's more bigger.
I'm sure that you guys have been told that.
It's more bigger.
Bigger.
Yeah. It's huge. How about non-industrial reclaimer? Oh, it comes up with the same
non-industrial reclaimer is what's on the back of the ship that we're building. I mean, it's just a small little winch on the back, isn't it?
Let's see, reclaimer. What's it look like on a ship?
On our builds. I mean, I just noticed it Wednesday as well. I said, there's a little winch on the back.
It's a spaceship.
Well, I think reclaimer is sort of used for. In this instance, it's using it as far as radioactive material because of the launcher, but I don't even know what they're doing with the.
It's a good one.
Yeah, no, I think it's mostly like uranium and enriching uranium as far as what they're actually going for. So, wow, it's battle pirates even with the yeah. So
that happens to me all the time. I try to find something on battle pirates on the internet. Only stuff I find is my own stuff.
Yeah. Alrighty. Is there anything else we should be discussing at this point? Have we reached the end of the internet? And why is there a non-industrial reclaimer? The personal reclaimer, I don't know. Is the MyPillow guy going to start selling that?
Who has a MyPillow?
Not me.
Let's see. Roughly,
I wish there was
48% of eligible voters do.
Truth in advertisement would be nice. I love the way they say, I have problems sleeping. I do not have a MyPillow. I will not buy a MyPillow. It's just torn up, stuffed into a bag. They claim that they fall asleep right away with it. Bullshit. I'm sorry. I wish there was truth in advertising, but that's a whole nother topic on a whole nother show, and I've stopped right now.
All righty. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have much else to discuss, which is
by the way.
Yeah. I mean, they could start selling your pillow, but who knows?
Yeah, right.
But the link's on right hand side in case anybody wants to join the show. And hope everybody has a great rest of Pillage. And don't blame us that there is more stuff out there to buy than you actually thought there were, unless you were very vigilant on the bounty. And then, you may not have as much stuff. But if you're not, whole hog on the bounty, there's stuff out there for you. So
you can play Pillage until this thing is over, I think, and still claim prizes. I think. That could be. Infrequently, yeah.
Okay. Well, I need to get a beer, so we're going to have...
I think we're good to say goodbye.
Okay, yeah, I think we are. So later, people. We'll see you next Wednesday when we're going to be leading right into the raid and figure out if any of our builds worked.
That'll be fun.
Well, if they don't, we're in trouble.
Yeah, it could be, well, because for me personally, the Wednesday show, it starts when, the raid actually hasn't happened for me yet.
Oh,
So
that's right.
I can watch Derpy's show or TSM show and figure out how it worked out for them. And then I have 2 or 3 hours until I figure out how it works.
And
for
you'll
me.
have a bunch of tokens, so you can make quick changes.
No, I won't have a bunch of tokens.
And all the
I
coins
thought
kick
you
by
had.
Sensen.
Okay.
No, I won't. I'll be out of tokens.
All right, so we'll be in the same boat.
Yeah.
All right.
So later, people.
We'll all be in the same boat.
See you on Wednesday.
Get it? Boat.
See you, everyone.
Hooroo.
Good night, sweet sailors.